Welcome. Today we are going to learn how to find derivative of parametric function. First we understand what is meaning by parametric function. Parametric function is a function in which x and y both variables are expressed in another variable. The new variable is called parameter. Here y is a function of t, that means y expressed in term of t, and x is also function of t, it means x is also expressed in term of t. Such a function is called parametric function. Now what we have asked, dy by dx, that means derivative of y with respect to x. If y is a direct function of x, as in explicit function, we get dy by dx directly. But here y is a function of t and x is a function of t also. As y is a function of t, we can differentiate this with respect to t, as t is a independent, as it is in function. So I get dy by dt as operator, d by dt operated. On right hand side, derivative of f of t with respect to t is always f dash t. Also x is a function of t, so x is equal to given g of t. Again x is a dependent, for this part t is independent, so we can differentiate this with respect to again t, as t is independent. So operate d by dt, on left hand side we get dx by dt, on right hand side derivative of g of t with respect to t is equal to g dash t. That means we get dy by dt and dx by dt easily, but we have asked dy by dx. So derivative of parametric function state that if y and x are function of t, then derivative of y with respect to x is equal to derivative of y with respect to t divided by derivative of x with respect to t. See, this is a simple rule which can define dy by dx in parametric function. As on right hand side both numerator and denominator have same denominator get cancelled, it remain only dy by dx, which is on left hand side. Okay, see, in inverse function we use simple algebraic form to express dy by dx, as dy by dx is equal to 1 upon dx by dy, as denominators can put into numerator, so this expression is equal to dy by dx. In chain rule we use another algebraic simplification and express dy by dx as a dy by du into du by dx, as numerator denominator are equal, get cancelled, so on right hand side du get cancelled and remain dy by dx. See, these are the simple rules of derivative, but these rules are used for particular type of function. For parametric function we use dy by dx as dy by dt divided by dx by dt, where t is a parameter. Y is equal to t cube and x is equal to 2t square. Find dy by dx. Yes, the example are like this only. Here we observe y is equal to t cube, it means y is in term of t, or y is a function of t. Similarly x is equal to t square, again x is in term of t, so both x and y in term of t, so this given function is a parametric function where t is a parameter, and we have to find dy by dx. As we know, dy by dx is to find dy by dx we have to take y with respect to t derivative and x with respect to t. So let's do the example. Let y is equal to t cube, as y in term of t, it means t is a independent variable, so by explicit function rule we differentiate this dependent variable y with respect to independent variable t, it will give on left hand side dy by dt, on right hand side derivative of t cube with respect to t. And derivative of t cube, this is a power function, the term of t with respect to t, so we take only derivative, that is 3t square. As power decreases by 1, I will call this as the number 1, which is a derivative, but derivative of y with respect to t. And second term is x is equal to 2t square. Again here we can differentiate with respect to independent variable t. On left hand side we get dx by dt, on right hand side here 2 into t square. There is a product, but 2 is a constant which is in product. By no top product rule, 2 take outside derivative, in derivative only remain term t square with respect to t. 2 is a constant. See, again power function, to take in multiplication of t and decrease it by 1, but 2 minus 1 1, so t raised to 1 is a t, that is 2 into 2 4t. This will call as number 2. See, the number 1 is a derivative, number 2 is a derivative, but number 1 is a derivative of y with respect to t, and number 2 is a derivative of x with respect to t. But we have asked a derivative of y with respect to x. Now, since, as we know, what we know, dy by dx can given as dy by dt divided by dx by dt. So we have to put only values. What are the values? As dy by dt from number 1, which is equal to 3t square, and dx by dt from number 2, that is 4t. Simplify this or remain it as it is. Here square get cancelled by denominator t, so we get final answer 3t divided by 4, and this is our answer, or dy by dx. Okay, next example we are going to see. If x is equal to 3 cos cube t and y is equal to 4 sin cube t, find dy by dx. So in given example here also, as given x is equal to 3 cos cube t, it means x is in term of t, and similarly y is 4 sin cube t, it means y is in term of t. So x and y both are in term of t, that is, this is a parametric function with parameter t. Now we have to find dy by dx. For that we have to take derivative of y and x with respect to t. First here we have given term of x, so let's start with term of x. There is no any order to take first x or y derivative with respect to parameter t. Here we take first derivative of x with respect to t. On left hand side we get dx by dt. On right hand side, here 3 is a constant which is in product of term of t, so we take 3 outside derivative and derivative of only term of cos cube t with respect to t. 3 as it is. Now here cos cube t is again a composite function. As we know, derivative of f of x raised to n is equal to n into f of x raised to n minus 1 into derivative of f of x. We have seen this form. So here cos cube t, that means power of cos t. That means in power function variable t is replaced by function cos of t. So this power take in product and decrease by 1 of term cos of t. It means 3 into we get cos square t. By chain rule we have to take derivative of term cos t with respect to t. Finally we get the derivative. 3 into 3 is 9. This cos square t is out of derivative. See, this is a power function cos cube t, so its power decreases as it is in derivative. Now this cos square t is out of derivative, so its power does not change, or this function does not change. So 9 cos square t, but here cos t is in function in derivative, so its derivative is always minus sin t. So finally minus 9 cos square t into sin t. This is the number 1. Okay. Now second part is y is again function of t, which is y is equal to 4 sin cube t. So differentiate this with respect to independent variable t. So on left hand side we get dy by dt, and right hand side, here 4 is a constant, take outside derivative and we take derivative of sin cube t only with respect to t. So 4 is a constant as it is. Now this is again same for, as this is a composite function in which power functions variable is replaced by sin t. So take power in multiplication of term and decreases by 1. Again cube become square, and multiply this by derivative of term, here derivative of sin t, and finally 4 into 3 12 sin square t as it is, and derivative of sin t is the cos of t. This is the number 2. See, number 1 is the derivative of x with respect to t, and number 2 is the derivative of y with respect to t. Now we have to find, since we have to find dy by dx, and by rule of composite function, dy by dx is equal to what? Dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Now from 2 dy by dt, check, we from as the second part is dy with in second part we take y with respect to t. So in equation 2 we get dy by dt, that is 12 into sin square t into cos of t, and divided by dx by d in first part, that is minus 9 into cos square t into sin of t. Do the simplification or remain it as it is. Welcome. We are going to learn today differentiation of function with respect to another function. Here we have to differentiate f of x with respect to g of x. Generally we take derivative of f of x with respect to x. It is written as derivative of f of x with respect to x, or derivative of f of x with respect to t. It means we always differentiate with respect to variable. But now here we have to differentiate f of x with respect to function of x. So if f of x differentiated with respect to x, what we do? We put this f of x as a y. It means we generate explicit function where y is a dependent, x is independent, so that we get dy by ds, which is a derivative of f of x. In general, if term of x is given, we put it in dependent variable y. Now same logic we use, as here are two terms of x. So we use two dependent variables u and v. It will lead us to take u is equal to f of x and v is equal to g of x. Now we have to find here derivative of f of x with respect to g of x. That means derivative of u with respect to v. As u is a one variable, v is another variable, we can differentiate variable with respect to variable, as we learn, as y with respect to x, dy by dx, x with respect to t, dx by dt. Similarly, u with respect to v, that is du by dv. So differentiation of f of x with respect to g of x, nothing but derivative of u with respect to v, that is du by dv, where u and v are dependent variables, or u is a f of x and v is a g of x. We take one example directly. Do you understand what we have to going to do? So example is differentiate sin x with respect to log x. See, differentiation of sin x with respect to x we know. Here differentiation of sin x with respect to log of x. As there are two terms of x and one term of x is going to differentiate with respect to another term of x. So we use two dependent variable in solution, as u is equal to sin x and v is equal to log of x. So I have to find derivative of u with respect to v, that is du by dv. But u is a function of x here in first part, so we can differentiate this with respect to x by using operator d by dx. On left hand side I get du by dx, on right hand side derivative of sin x with respect to x, which is a simply cos of x. I put this as a number 1. And in second part also x is independent as v is a dependent, so we can differentiate this also with respect to independent variable x. Again operating d by dx, on left hand side I get dv by dx, on right hand side derivative of log of x with respect to x is a 1 by x. I put this as a number 2. In number 1 I find derivative of u with respect to x, in number 2 derivative of v with respect to x. But we have to find here, as u is a sin x and v is a log x, derivative of u with respect to v. Since u and v both are functions of x, so we get differentiated this u and v with respect to x. Now remember derivative of parametric function. Same condition occur there, as y and x are functions of t, so we directly not differentiate y with respect to x, but we put dy by dx as dy by dt divided by dx by dt. Similarly here u and v are function of x, so du by dv can put into du by dx divided by dv by dx. As du by dx we have already evaluated, which is a cos of x, and dv by dx is a 1 upon x. So this is our final answer, or we simplify as denominator get into numerator x into cos of x, which is our final answer, dv by du by dx, or derivative of sin x with respect to log of it. So basic logic is here to find function with respect, differentiation of function with respect to another function of x, to use two dependent variables u and v, and take u with respect to v derivative. As u and v both are function of x, so we can differentiate u with respect to x and v with respect to x separately, and finally u with respect to v is given by du by dx divided by dv by dx with respect to 1 plus x square. Okay, so these are two terms of x. So in solution I take u as a first term, tan inverse of x, and differentiate this with respect to x, that is du by dx is equal to derivative of tan inverse of x with respect to x is equal to 1 upon 1 plus x square. I put this as a number 1, and second term as a v. So v is equal to 1 plus x square. Again differentiate this with respect to independent variable x, so dv by dx On right hand side there is addition, so I apply addition rule. Separate derivative of each term. First term is 1, so derivative of 1 with respect to x plus derivative of second term x square with respect to x. As 1 is a constant, its derivative becomes 0, and plus x square is a power function, its derivative is a 2x. I put this as a number 2. But we want to find tan inverse x with respect to 1 plus x square. As u is a tan inverse x, v is a 1 plus x square. That means u with respect to v. Since u and v are both functions of x, so we put du by dv as a du by dx divided by dv by dx. Finally, from equation 1, du by dx is 1 upon 1 plus x square divided by dv by dx is equal to x, which is our answer, or 1 upon 2x into 1 plus x square. Numerator denominator came into product of denominator. Okay, we take another example. Differentiate log of x e raised to x with respect to root of x. Okay, in solution we take u, as there are two terms of x. So first term u is a log of x e raised to x. We have to differentiate this with respect to x, derivative of u with respect to x du by dx, and derivative of log of, here x e raised to x is in bracket, so consider it as a term on which log is applied. So this is a composite term. We know derivative of log of f of x, which is 1 upon f of x into derivative of f of x with respect to x. Here f of x is equal to this bracket, so log of x plus x into e raised to x has a derivative 1 upon x into e raised to x into derivative of x into e raised to x with respect to x. Finally, this 1 upon x e raised to x remain as it is out of derivative, but x into e raised to x, here is a product of two terms. By applying product rule, first term x is a constant into derivative of second term e raised to x plus e raised to x remain constant into derivative of first term, and finally 1 upon x e raised to x remain as it is into bracket x into derivative of e raised to x is equal to always e raised to x plus e raised to x remain constant, and derivative of x is a 1. This is a number 1. Okay, and I put v as a second term. Here v is a simple root of x, but we have to differentiate this with respect to x, so we get dv by dx. On right hand side, derivative of root x with respect to x is equal to 1 upon 2 root x. This is number 2. What do we have to find here? Du by dv, and which is a du by dx divided by dv by dx. We replace equation 1 in numerator, that is 1 upon x e raised to x into bracket x e raised to x plus e raised to x divided by dv by dx in equation 2 1 upon 2 root x. So this is our answer. Okay, thank you. First order derivative. Actually, when we take differentiation of y with respect to x, that is dy by dx, it's called first order derivative. When we differentiate this dy by dx again with respect to x, that means we have to operate d by dx on dy by dx, that is derivative of dy by dx with respect to x, and this is equal to t square y by dx square, and it's called second order derivative. Okay, so second order derivative is nothing but it is a derivative of derivative, as dy by dx is a derivative of y with respect to x, and derivative of dy by dx is called second order derivative. Okay, so as dy by dx is called first order derivative, d square y by dx square is called second order derivative. If y is equal to x cube minus sine of x, find dy by dx and d square y by dx square. The example is like this. Here in solution, as y is equal to x cube minus sine x is a given explicit function, as y is a dependent, x is independent. We differentiate this with respect to x, then derivative of y is a dy by dx. On right hand side, as a subtraction, we apply subtraction rule. First take derivative of first term x cube with respect to x minus derivative of second term sine of x with respect to x, and we get dy by dx. As this is a power function, so power decreases by 1, minus derivative of sin x is always cos of x. This is a dy by dx. But here we have to find d square y by dx square. Remember, d square y by dx square is a second order derivative which can get by differentiating first order derivative of y with respect to x. That means dy by dx. We can't get direct second order derivative. For that, we have to take first order derivative of y with respect to x. That means dy by dx, and this dy by dx again differentiated with respect to x. It means we have to operate d by dx. So on left hand side, if we operate d by dx on dy by dx, that is d by dx of dy by dx. On right hand side, as there are terms of x in subtraction, we take derivative by subtraction rule. First term is 3x square, where 3 is a constant, so we take outside derivative as it is in product of x square. In derivative, we get only term x square, minus derivative of second term is a cos of x. And finally, as derivative of dy by dx is nothing but d square y by dx square, and on right hand side we get the simple derivative. As 3 is a constant, derivative of x square is a 2x, minus derivative of cos of x is always minus sin x. We put it into bracket. So final simplification, minus minus plus, this is a d square y by dx square. Okay, the examples are simple. What we learn here, that if y is equal to f of x, as y is equal to f of x, then we differentiate this as independent variable x with respect to x, we get dy by dx, and dy by dx is the derivative of f of x, that is term of x, and which is equal to f dash x. This dy by dx is called first order derivative. Okay, again if we differentiate, this derivative with respect to x, then we get derivative of dy by dx, that is d square y by dx square, and derivative of f dash x. As f of x has derivative f dash x, then f dash x has a derivative f double dash x. Okay, and this is called second order derivative. Similarly, we differentiate d square y by dx square with respect to x, then we get d cube y by dx cube, that is third order derivative. Again we differentiate this third order derivative, we get d4y by dx raised to 4, fourth order derivative. Continually we successively differentiate these, so we get higher order derivative, d raised to 5 y by dx raised to 5 is the fifth order. Similarly, nth order derivative will be written as d raised to n y by dx raised to n. Okay, these are the higher order derivative. So we conclude here. Thank you.